let's create our folder for our work and in it write the usual hello world. So I'm going to go ahead and start here, create a new folder. I will call it quick start. I will then drag and drop that folder onto the editor. This is VS Code. Give it a second. I'm going to go ahead and double click and create a new folder. I'm then going to save that folder. As you can see there, it chooses the folder that I'm in. And I'm simply going to call it index.js, a usual convention for the first file or the main file within a JavaScript environment. Now I'm going to go ahead and create a variable. I will simply say greeting. To that I will assign the string of hello world, and I will line terminate using a semicolon. I'm then going to simply write to the console. As you can see here, console.log. I'm going to write that variable, and that's all that we will do. Now we will create a breakpoint here, and in order to run the code, I'm going to go ahead and move to the debug section so we can step through the code, although we only have a couple of lines here. And as you can see here, I'm going to press on the green arrow to start debugging. When I do that, the color of the editor changes, as you can see, and we have in fact the stopped at line 3. Now if I mouse over the greeting, you can see there that I get the value of that variable. If I mouse over here as well, it does so too. So I'm going to go ahead and step over this line, and as you can see there down here in the debug console, I have gotten my hello world. So this is the hello world. Now if we wanted to run this, I'm going to go ahead and stop it. At the console, we have access to the console here, and as you can see, we are already within the folder. The path is desktop quick start. That's where I have that folder. And if we list our files, you can see there that we have index.js. At this point, we can go ahead and run that on Node, and as you can see there, we get what we expected. Now this is doing it outside the editor, so we don't have access to debugging, although we could enable that, but that's a different configuration. For now, this is a demonstration of how to do the hello world, how to set up a folder for you to work in, and how to step through some of the lines using the debugger. So with this, I'll go ahead and close.